guys, and welcome to my video. It's now been 8 days since I actually got my hands on this, the Corsair Vengeance 1300 analogue headset. And obviously now I can give you my verdict and tell you whether it's actually any good. Now there are three components to a headset. There's the sound quality, which is arguably the most important. If it sounds crap, then you're just not going to use it. Second is comfort. If it sounds great, great. But if it's not very comfortable to wear, then you're, again, probably not going to use it that much because no one wants to hurt their face. And thirdly is the microphone quality, which is arguably the least important, but it's a headset, so it is pretty damn important. Now the first aspect of the headset, the sound quality, I'm actually very impressed with. It does sound really good. There is a lot of detail in the headset. It says on the box audiophile quality, but that is quite frankly a load of rubbish. Firstly, because if you're an audiophile, you wouldn't be buying a product like this. £55 is not going to get you audiophile quality. And while it isn't audiophile quality, it does sound very good. There is a lot of detail coming out of these cans. The only criticism that I do have is that it does lack some bass, but this can be remedied quite easily just by going into your sound card audio panel. So in my case, for the Sonart DGX, I just go into the ASUS audio panel, and I just click the bass setting, and then this makes it sound really good. And then any time after dark where there's other people sleeping, I put these on and I'm always really satisfied with the end result. You should only be buying an analog headset if you do have a sound card. If you were using onboard sound from your motherboard, it's more than likely that you wouldn't have a headphone amplifier. And I did try it without using a headphone amplifier, and I must say that it is too quiet for operation. But that's just the way it works with an analog headset. If you are using onboard sound, then either get a sound card and a headset, or look for a USB headset. Now the second most important thing is comfort, and I have been able to wear them for some time without really noticing that I'm wearing them. Obviously you do know that they're there, but if they're not causing you any discomfort, then they're perfectly usable, and that is what I would say is satisfactory. I get what I would describe as satisfactory a lot of the time. There have been times where I do find it's uncomfortable and I do need to keep adjusting it, but most of the time it is fairly comfortable and I have no complaints from a comfort point of view. If you do actually look at reviews of this headset, there is quite a difference of opinions out there. A lot of people say it's comfortable, a lot of people say it's very uncomfortable, so it does come down to how big your head is, but they don't really seem to pinch. It's just that they can get a little bit uncomfortable from the sides. The top has a lot of padding, so really comfortable from that point of view. I have no complaints there, and this microphone can be tucked away when you're not using it, so it's not going to enter your field of vision, and it's all going to be pretty good. You can adjust it like this. I'm not really sure why you'd want to. I guess if you want to do, right, no, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but if you have a weird shaped head, then they will adjust to fit you. As for the inline remote, it's very nice to use. It feels comfortable in the hand, but obviously who cares about that really, let's be honest. But it is soft at the touch, and you've only got two functions. You've got volume up and down, and then you've got microphone on and off. Literally all you need. You don't need any press this button to make a Skype call. No, you won't be finding any of those sorts of buttons anyway on an analog headset, but this is all you need, and they work very well, and I have no complaints with that. If you do turn the volume down with the headset to about 5%, then people have reported, quite rightly so, that the actual headset struggles and it will only be coming out of one speaker. So some people saying that's disaster area, but really I have no idea how that's a disaster area, because I have it on about 80% volume anyway, and I would never ever go near the lower end of that volume on this anyway. And if I wanted to, I would just use the Windows volume setting anyway. So yes, that is a major problem, except that it's not going to make any difference to you whatsoever and shouldn't be a concern for you. Now the last thing is the microphone. So it does come in and out, and as you do expect, it does sound good for a headset. It's not going to ever come close to a standalone microphone, but I'm actually very impressed with it. There is a little bit of noise that comes through when you listen to yourself, as I will show you in a minute. This is due to the computer amplifying the microphone, so it amplifies all of this, but it also amplifies any background noise that comes from your PC. This is always going to happen inevitably with an analog headset. It will happen less the higher quality the headset, and it's not really a cause for concern unless you're going to be doing any serious microphone applications. But if you're going to be doing any serious microphone applications, then you wouldn't be buying this for that purpose anyway. You'd be buying a proper microphone, or at least you should be. If you're just going to use it for gaming or any other purpose, then it's brilliant. Now I will just quickly show some samples through the computer of my voice through different headsets, and you can determine whether you think this one sounds acceptable or not. So this is a test recording just from the Corsair 1300 analogue headset. As I said, there is actually some noise you can pick up through it, but I'm actually quite impressed. I think you'll agree that my voice sounds pretty clear. This recording is from a cheap and nasty USB microphone, whereas this is a very high quality dedicated microphone and is the same one that I use to record all my videos. So those are the samples. I think you'll agree that it does actually sound pretty good and that you will have no complaints when using it. I've spoken to people on Skype calls and they have said that there is no noticeable background noise really, and it doesn't offend them in the slightest that you're using this, and that I sound pretty good. One complaint that not many people have picked up is actually that people could hear what I was listening to when I was having it in the headset through the microphone. So I was in a Skype call, I was listening to some YouTube videos, and people were asking me what on earth was I watching. But when you think about it, these headphones are pretty close to the microphone, and obviously they do leak a lot of sound, which is a shame. That is, you know, a little niggle, but it's not a deal breaker at all. I'm very happy with this headset, and I think if you bought it, you would be pretty happy as well. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.